What I wanted to say was it was a pleasure just listening to everyone, you know, speaking, like sharing. What I did notice that on my list, a lot of the things that we do have in common is we all pretty much want the same things. You know, we want the freedom, we want the time to do the things we love, we want, you know, the meditation, the financial growth. I mean, it's like we share a common ground, and I believe that everything happens for a reason, and for us all to end up in this room together, um, you know, in this Zoom together at the same time was probably definitely meant to be, because your the things that we talked about, the inspiration, it seemed like all of us is on the same level spiritually as far as, you know, trusting God, believing God. It was just a blessing to be amongst you all, because I almost didn't do this Zoom because I felt like I didn't have enough time. But I'm so glad I made the time just to hear, you know, listen, hear, share, and just get motivated. This is a motivational. This will be motivation for me to try to go forward and keep going and doing what I really want to do. And then I definitely want to shift because it's something else I want to add to what I'm doing. I just not sure what I want to do. So hopefully, just from meeting you all in these 3 days, maybe from networking, looking you up on IG, you know, touching bases again after this, and just keeping in touch and learning from each other, it might just be another, you know, door opening for, you know, future business or just future networking or just building relationships with you all. So I'm looking forward to at least, you know, communicating, keeping in touch. And I just appreciate you bringing us together, Tamika, because I didn't know what to expect from this 3 days. I really didn't know. I know you was gonna bring something to the table and make us bring something out of us or make us get to thinking and putting on our, you know, putting ourselves, you know, on some type of regiment where we're trying to really focus on our goals. So I knew to look forward to that. I just didn't know who else was going to be in the room. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm.
I would like to share that this is by far the most impactful group coaching program that I've been a part of, even though it was for a short 3 days. The 3 days were very impactful. It also reminds me how important community is. Sometimes as entrepreneurs, we feel alone, we feel isolated, we kind of like in our little cubby hole. The world seems so big and it seems like we're shrinking in the world of entrepreneurship. But as we are in different parts of the country on this call, we are all able to exchange value between each other, you know, having an accountability partner and just reaching out. It's just so good to be connected to other like-minded women, knowing that we aren't the only ones who we do all need the same thing, and iron sharpens iron. You know what I mean? And these past 3 days have really blessed me in more ways than one. It is also changed the way I think about my business, and it's pushed me and stretched me to think bigger. The things that I have shared that's that big scary kind of big, you know what I mean? But without your leadership, I may not have done it, you know. And so thank you for cultivating this space and for providing a safe place and stretching us with love and not making us feel like I think I can speak for all of us, but I'll just say not giving us the feeling that we are doing something wrong or whatever, just correcting us out of love and helping us out of love. I'm so grateful, so grateful. And I'm glad that you came and found me, because I've met you in person and we've kind of been talking and I've been like, oh, this is what I'm doing, and you put this together and came and found me, and I'm so grateful for that. And I pray that everything that you do continues to grow, and that you continue to connect other women, and that your business receives the abundance that you are given.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm surprised that you're still awake, because I think tonight is your early night. But it's worth it for still being here, right? It's worth
It's
it.
the last night. It's the last night, so I had to see it through. You know, I still got to shower, get ready. I'm fresh off the event. I was in my car like, oh Lord, the Zoom, I gotta get on. So, and I'm glad I did it. It's well worth it. It's well worth it.
Awesome. Okay. If anybody else wants to add anything, feel free.
I definitely would like to add Le Shum Shum. So I just want to take this time to thank you, Coach Tamika, for everything that you have done for me. From doing the marathon on IG to fix my life. It truly has been such a blessing. Because as I am wanting to show up as God wants me to, I'm learning that it's going to take of me. And so it's like he put you in my life to say, here's opportunity. You're going to take it. And so I'm glad I listened. And, I went forth and, here I am showing up, getting stuff done. That's what.
Really in the middle of. Did someone call her? Oh my gosh. Sakia, who is that trying to intervene?
Now.
Who you said?
Yeah, definitely over a year in less than an hour.
No, wait, it just totally froze. You said
thank
you or something, and it just froze. You were glad that you're here, and I don't know what else. It's just.
Oh no. So I was saying I was thankful that I heeded God's intervening and, you coming into my life and, allowing these opportunities for me to show up and shine, like the queen he wants me to be. And that this experience that I still can't believe, that's something that I was working on for over a year now with this email sequence and automation, putting all this stuff together. Like, I was able to really put action behind it and, find someone to help me with it in under an hour. Like, it's, I'm just so excited about what's to come, and definitely have a system now that I'm seeing that will help me to be able to move forward and stay focused and just stay goal oriented. And so thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you for moving. Appreciate you.
I want to say thank you again, Tamika, but I have a little bit of a small story. I was in the process of seeking a coach, and I was watching several people, and I actually went through a process of interviewing with one particular coach because I had narrowed it down, and she was in the UK. I spoke with her. We had so much spiritual alignment and in common that I was absolutely sure, I was personally absolutely sure that I would be moving forward with her. Then I said, well, you know what? Let me pray about it. And for whatever reason, you showed up. Coach Tamika showed up. And I just started calling you Coach. Everything that I was responding was like, okay, great coach. So I already had this intentional mindset of seeking a coach, but I did not know what exactly I needed. And as Angel said earlier, the opportunity, you have to seize on them. And when you had the masterclass, I got to say, I had the most fun in my life. I've done lives, but I had absolute fun just presenting on that structure clock and what you offered and what you're offering here now. I just say that let your light so shine before men that it may change their hearts. And that's biblical. you are a changer. Okay, you are a changer. You alter things. You create and you change things. Your flow does not look like the normal flow. You have fun with your flow, you educate with your flow, and you love with your flow. And just like you taught us, what I got from it was that you love coaches. Not that just you love coaching, you love coaches because you are that coach. And what you nurture comes out in what you present, in everything you present. So I've got to say, Godspeed to you, because you offer a light that in a tunnel, there is no end. It's a forever light. And this experience was absolute wonderful enlightenment for me, because it moved me forward in such a way that I still feel authentically myself, but I don't feel stumped. I don't feel like I'm stuck anymore. I'm not even, it's like I shed some skin, some people, some spirits. It's like I'm lightweight right now. What you've brought out of me voluntarily and willingly and vulnerably and easily. I just want to say that not everybody has that capability as a coach. So the tenderness that is in your approach, in your planning, in your events, in what you share, in how you do it, and the fun that you have doing it, keep doing it, because this is phenomenal. You are phenomenal, and I'm behind you 110%. You're a billionaire woman wrapped up in one. You're a billionaire woman.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, I was gonna say I have thoroughly enjoyed my 3 days. Like I've been following Coach Tamika for some years, and she and I, she just actually popped up on my line, and I know I myself was looking for a coach as well, and we had some hangups, but then she came along with this program, and I was able to follow through. It has been a pleasure being on this call for the last 3 days, with meeting all of you, and I too see that we all have things in common, and there's never a mistake with God's word. He always makes it. We are on the right. Wish each and every one of you all the best on your future endeavors. And Coach Tamika, you just keep on shining and putting on that beautiful smile and giving us what we deserve and need. And I thank God for using you as a vessel to help pour into us, continue to help us see ourselves and see the areas that we can grow on with just in ourselves, and just come out that jam of feeling like we're stuck. So thank you wholeheartedly, and much love to each of you.
Thank you. I'm going to make sure you guys are all connected, so I'll make sure you all get each other's information if you haven't already done so. Cece was tapping on that screen. Go ahead, yes. Cece.
So I'm laughing because I too am like Sakia, y'all. I'm normally in the bed by 10. I rise at 4. So these last few nights have been phenomenal. Thank you, Coach Tamika, for even just the transparency. And then also what I loved the most was the personable side of even just doing this group. We're in another group, and it's so big and it's so large, you still don't feel connected. And within these last 3 days, I felt really, really connected. And even just with the interactive things that you did throughout these nights, it really pulled things out of each one of us differently, I'm quite sure, to whether it being just even sitting here meditating. That's one of the things I do when I rise in the morning. I meditate. I get up out of bed. I typically, if I have to ice my knees or whatever before I work out, I'll do it. But I sit there and I meditate and I just think, daydream. Because dreaming is one of the things that we don't get a chance to do because we're so busy and not moving the needle. It's not good. So tonight, was really, really, it hit home for me with the meditation side. So I really appreciate that. And just being in a space where you're with like-minded ladies who actually realize that, y'all, we got some things we have to work on, but there are different strategies out here. And Tamika, just the things that you've done, being interactive to pull those things out of us. I didn't even know what to expect with these 3 nights. I'm like, okay, let me jump on. Let me jump on. But I really appreciate these 3 nights. And I'm definitely looking forward to some other opportunities. I just have to slide my other little endeavor once I'm done with that strategy, because I don't want to overload my plate, because sometimes you feel like you just got so much going on. So I truly appreciate it. I definitely enjoy meeting each and every last one of y'all. If there's anything that y'all need from me, hey, reach out to me. Stacey, I got you, girl. I mean, we're in communication, and if there's anything anybody need, hey, y'all, if it's just an encouraging word for the day, hey, girl, smile, say, hey, what's up? Anything, hey, y'all, reach out to me. I am here, and I can't wait to see us in the space together again, y'all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all. Thank you all. So I thank you guys for being here. Thank you for your testimonies too. So can I use these testimonies? Let me get some permission before I start using stuff.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. I'm asking for your permission to use your testimony. I want you all to do exactly the same for all of the businesses that you have. The testimonies are the real proof of what actually occurred. Video testimonies are always the best because it shows emotion. It shows authenticity of the person. People can see through what they're looking at. So all of you all have different businesses, but you have to get testimonies. If I could leave you with anything tonight, get some testimonies from the people who you're servicing. Sakia's walking into those rooms and doing those classes. The way that you're going to get further is that as you exit, have you been doing testimonies in those classes? Oh God, okay. Well, you just got what you need right now. You are going to get a person on camera